Hello, teacher. Welcome. My name is Kamila Dakhanova, and this is my reflective presentation video for instructional technologies and materials development. And in this video, I want to share how my understanding of materials development has evolved throughout the semester, and what skills I gained, and how I plan to apply these insights in my future teaching. Also, I would like to discuss the questions: how did I found the course, what challenges that I faced, and what I gained from the course, and af- at, at the end of the video, I want to offer some suggestions for improving the course. At the beginning of the course, my understanding of materials was mostly limited to PowerPoints, worksheets, and the activities from the book. But through our weekly lectures, through our weekly tasks, I realized that materials are not just objects, they are more pedagogical tools that which are shaped by learners' need, their different types of learning, yes, and the cognitive process and the active engagement. And one of the strongest insight for me from the lesson was the idea that materials must facilitate learning through engaging, interesting, meaningful, and authentic input. Instead of simply presenting the grammar or vocabulary, I started designing activities that encourage students to discover language language patterns by themselves. So this insight changed how I design every task. Another insight for me was understanding the importance of visual design, layout, and the clear instructions. If I'm not mistaken, it was introduced in the week three when we explored visuals and the task sequences. I noticed how even small decisions like spacing, icons, scaffolding directly affect learners' comprehension of the task. Now I see design not as decoration but as pedagogy. So overall, I found this course very, very insightful and transformative. It was both interesting and demanding, but at the same time, the course was challenging because it required me to think beyond traditional worksheets and understand materials as purposeful, learner centered. And here I list some challenges that I struggled at first. Writing clear, concise instructions. Um, at the end of the course, I found out that bombarding students with several sentences with a lot of instructions is not allowed, is not the best way how teachers do. And the next one is designing visually effective layouts. It's also very, very important. And the third one, adapting language for different types of learners. First, we need to understand as a pedagogue, as a teacher, we need to understand that every student has a different types of learning. For some students, it would be better if they study with some musical background. For someone with numbers, or someone would, for someone who like move in the classroom, which are mostly kinesthetic learners, and etc. So the teacher should be take into consider all of these types of learners and make a creative worksheet and integrating digital tools meaningfully, not just for a decoration. Yeah, it's also very, very important. So these tasks required careful planning, creativity, and critical thinking, and also time consuming. That's why it was like the most challenge, challenging part for me throughout the course. Despite the challenges that I have mentioned before, this course helped me significantly to grow up. What I gained from the course is a deeper understanding of how materials support language acquisition. It means that this course is not just for students, it's also for teachers. And for students, it can be as a scaffolding effect to gain better, to acquire better the language. Second is confidence in designing receptive and productive skills materials. In the future, I'm thinking about creating a book, a student's book like English File, Headway, or Smile, which is based on Kazakh materials, like Kazakh content, Kazakh authentic inputs I want to make. And I think if I will start this one, I have a fundamental basic knowledge about designing receptive and the productive skills in materials. So that would be really great. And the ability to evaluate and adapt existing materials. During the seminar classes, we were introduced we introduced our works to our peers, and we gave them feedbacks. We received gave feedbacks from them, and that was very insightful because we learned how to adapt these feedbacks to our final product, and that was really great. The experience using technology to enhance learning, not overwhelm it. So we created audiovisual, so we could use the QR code. In the second week, we present digital tools, and that was really insightful also because I have noted some apps that I really like that I want to implement in to my lessons in the future, and. That's what I'm really thankful for teacher to creating this assignment. That was really useful for me, and a more professional and intentional approach to instructional design. After the completing this course, I think we can be a professional. We made a step to a professional materials development teacher to become, and that's why this is really important. Thank you so much for this insights for your teacher. In the last slide, I'm sorry, I already mentioned my future goals, but here I want to specify them, how I will continue developing, yeah, my future plans for them, for this course is, first of all, it's integrating more authentic materials. I want to incorporate real life text, audio, and video to increase learner motivation and relevance. And the second one is designing clear instructions and sequences, like following what we learned in weeks 3 4. I aim to make my worksheets more intuitive, with step-by-step progression that supports independent learning. And expanding my use of technology, I want to explore more platforms, more digital tools to create interactive tasks, especially for listening, speaking, and the pronunciation, applying everything we practice with digital tools. Overall, I don't have such big suggestions or improvements to this course because we had, I think, everything. We had the lecture, we had the seminar classes that we could present our works, assignments, and we had feedback from the teacher and the peers feedback also that was very insightful, and but here is still one more thing that I would adjust to the course in the future. It's to give more concrete examples before graded major assignments. Like before seminar classes, it would be helpful to receive sample worksheet or example projects directly from the teacher. This would reduce confusion regarding instructions, design, content, and the material requirements. For instance, at the beginning of the semester, when we pre- when we started presenting for the first time, many of us were confused and sure about what exactly the teacher expected. Like, should we design it on the Google Doc, on the Canva, or on the worksheet, or just present it, yeah, as we did it before? And so that's why that most students focus heavily on creative design or not pedagogical structure, simply because the expectations were not very clear at that stage. Yeah, this is this is just my suggestion. This I'm not criticizing. Just I would like teacher provide model examples, and it would help students align their work more closely with the course objectives and the grading criteria. That's it overall. Thank you so much for listening. I think that my reflective presentation were insightful, and thank you so much for the course. Overall, I really like the course, and wish you only good luck, and hope that next generation after us would be more greater than us. Yep. Goodbye.